So, as you can see from what you're seeing on the screen, I I kind of watch a lot of anime, and I've been meaning to make a video about, some kind of anime topic for a while now. So today's gonna be the day. So I decided to make a list about a bunch of anime characters that I hate, or just don't like. Hate is a strong word. Characters that I simply dislike to a great enough degree for me to make a video about them. In fact, there were so many characters that I had enough to make a list for 10 characters and some honorable mentions. Or I guess some dishonorable mentions. Now before I begin being mad, I think I should make this clear. These characters don't make the anime they're from any worse, for the most part, and some of these characters are designed to be hated in the first place. And also, if they weren't as hated as they were, the story probably wouldn't be as good. Again, for the most part. So without further ado, let's go, shall we? Kicking us off at number 10, we got Farid. Okay, not literally kick us off. Can you like put the screen back on the thing? Alright, thank you. Alright. So anyways, coming at number 10, we got Farid. He's one of those characters where whenever they just show up, I'm just like, bro, not this nigga. Get this guy off my screen. Okay, not literally. There's like, there are some moments in the story, especially like at the end of the show, or like at the end of, season 2. They might make more, I don't know. They were ready to leave the scene after like, a really tough battle and stuff. And then this guy came in and just ruined everything. And not to mention, he's a lolicon. That ain't a joke just because I don't like this guy either. He literally likes this girl right here. I don't care if she's a 100-year-old vampire or whatever. She looks like a kid. So if you like her, that means that you like kids. Simple. Next up is Tsuneniga Takami from Dead Man Wonderland. He's a mad scientist who finds joy in experimenting in people. And he also makes that face. Faces. Okay, but for real though, this guy's backstory is literally that he was a game addict who, during an earthquake, prioritized his game over his mother's life. This guy's probably addicted to gaming because he doesn't want to face reality. That's why he created Dead Man Wonderland, as in like the place, not the anime. I ain't got much else to say. He's a creep, he's delusional, and once his delusion of being the mastermind was shattered after finding out that he wasn't the mastermind, he kinda... Am I allowed to say he shot himself? Or is YouTube gonna like age restrict my And also, he did my boy Nagi wrong, bro. I ain't forget about that. Four-eyed shit. Next we got Bondrewd from Maiden Abyss. First of all, look at his fit. Edgy and Dark Souls boss looking at. Bro's favorite video game character is probably Shadow the Hedgehog. If he had a Roblox account, his username would probably be something like NoobSlayer14. It's not a face, mom. That fit. Anyways, now that I'm done flaming his appearance, let's talk about the actual reason why I don't like him. Bondrewd is a different type of evil, a different type of fucked up, and a different type of character that I, frankly, don't like. Maiden Abyss in general has been getting this rep as an anime that looks kid-friendly and carefree and all, but is actually dark. You get it? Dark? And like the screen is dark. Okay, anyways, this anime didn't really feel all that dark for me until the episode where this guy shows up. He experiments on kids, these like little impressionable little children, by turning them into these fun little creatures. And this is to enhance his research, or something along the lines of that.
Oh, so expand the reach into the abyss is to understand the stuff of...
Get the hell out of here, but man, do you know the part why I just lost it with him? This part. Bro, that was the part that made my broken heart shatter into even more pieces. I was distraught by this scene. That's how I knew this guy was unforgivable. It was bad enough that he experimented on people, but involving his own daughter? is diabolic. Speaking of diabolic lovers. Yeah, what y'all know about this? Oh, you don't know about this anime? Yo, you didn't watch it? Good. Don't. This anime is shit. There's one character from this anime that I really don't like for a good number of reasons. Actually, I don't really like any of the characters from this anime, except for like Subaru. I don't know, I guess he's cool. But like everybody else, I don't really like. Especially this fedora head ass. Lighto has always been my least favorite character, not even just of the Sakamaki brothers, just in general. And the character that makes me think to myself, why am I watching this anime the most amount of times compared to other characters? He has the habit of calling Yui, the main character, his little bitch.
Bitch-chan. つかの間の自由は楽しかったビッチちゃんそんなビッチちゃんにそそられちゃうな
And I hate it. I hate this anime, and I hate this character. Wait. How old is Yui again? Yo.
Yes, nigga, he a 69 god.
So, recently, I rewatched Kill La Kill to see if it's still my favorite anime. Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, Kill La Kill, I've always considered this to be my favorite anime, and after rewatching it, it's still my favorite anime. Bro, this show is peak! I can make a whole video about like why this anime is peak if you all want me to. But anyways, after all these years, I still hate Nuiharme with a passion. Unlike all the other characters on this list, I hate this girl for a personal reason. Let me set the scene. So, at this point in the anime, like in episode 11, Ryuko and Sanagayama are about to set the score. Their first fight, Ryuko won, and in the second fight, Sanagayama won. This was about to be the tiebreaker. Ryuko had already beaten the other Elite Four members, so this was already bound to happen. This build-up was perfect, the hype was perfect, Sanagayama's team is perfect. This was about to be the best fight, or my favorite fight, in all anime. But then, this happened. Yeah, she just inserts herself into the scene and just like, I'm the one who's going to be fighting you! And proceeds to defeat Sanagayama with... bullshit. This battle could have happened, but it didn't because of this girl who looks like she's some Barbie. Yeah, that's literally like the only reason why she's like this high on this list. She interrupted what could have been. Alright, yeah, let's not kid ourselves. We all know who this guy is, right? He's the guy from the meme.
Leave me alone! Akira!
You know that one? So what makes me hate this guy's guts? In case you haven't watched Akira yet, well, 3 main reasons. Number 1, he's annoying. He's weak, and when he gets saved by Kaneda or anyone, he tries to act tough by saying something along the lines of, I didn't need your help, I could've gotten myself out of that one, and making everybody mad at him. He's the worst type of friend in a friend group. He gets himself in trouble and gets mad at you when you help him. Like, oh, okay bitch, you make me wish I'd let you die. It's Nen. When he got his power, he was a total bitch about it. He started showing off his strength to Kaneda and was like, so how does it feel to be the one who was saved? You know, just like rubbing it in his face that he has the power now. Oh yeah, not to mention, he also killed all of the homies. Son! His f***ing 5 head, bro. No wait, wrong image. Man, I could literally fit another face on my forehead.
Boom!
Out here making Kigo look normal. Ah yes, The Future Diary. You know, that one anime that people only know exists because of Yuno Gasai. You know, that one yandere girl with pink hair. Yeah, her. Anyways, about Yuki, the character who I don't like. In the first few episodes, I didn't really get why everyone was hating on him and calling him a bitch and all. I know he was a wuss, but like, you know, Yuki is 14 years old and he's being thrown into a death game where like 10 other people are trying to kill him and the 11th person is constantly stalking him. Like, how did you expect him to react? You want him to be a badass or something? That's how my mindset was for like the first third of the anime. It was until episode 10, I think. It was the episode where like one of his friends betrayed him and like tried to kill him and everyone else. And then Yuno tries to kill her, rightfully so. But then Yuki interrupts her and is like, "Don't kill her, she's our friend." And I don't know, maybe they wanted to show that, you know, he didn't want people to die or something. They wanted to show that he was like a nice person. But like, that doesn't really work in this type of anime. If I get along with somebody and they try to kill me and fail, I'm killing them, bro. I don't care who they are. Ever since that episode, I just started disliking Yuki more and more. He even pulled the same shit like 8 episodes later with his own dad. You know, the same dad who made his family in debt, made his wife divorce him, abandoned him by using a parachute to escape the exploding building, and then killed his mom, but was forgiven because, "Oh, son, I bought this telescope so we can see the stars, like I said we would back when you were a child." See, if this were a good anime, this, like, wouldn't have happened. Yuki would have instead been like, "Nah, bro, you killed my mama, and you tried to kill me, and we're in debt because of you. You can go get piped in prison for all I care."
Hey, you go pick that up.
But remember, this is the future diary, so of course, that didn't happen. He forgave him, which didn't amount to anything since his dad died a few seconds later. Around here, I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe they did this so that, you know, Yuki can like turn into a badass or something. You know, like some good character arc or something. But remember, this is the future diary, not a good anime.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
And the last thing I want to say before I move on to the next character is the ending for this anime sucks. And Yuki is the entire reason why. He won the game and became god and found out that he couldn't bring people back from the dead because being a god in this world is lame. After figuring this out, but get this, he sits down like a depressed teenager and grieves over the death of Yuno, you know, the girl who tried to kill him. But oh, who cares at this point? That's not even the worst part. Can you do me a favor and guess how long he sat in this very position? 10,000 years. Yeah, 10,000 years of this. Now, I can understand being sad that like someone important to you like died or like has been lost and you're all sad about it for like a week or 2 weeks or like maybe even like a month. But like 10,000 years?
That's why your mama dead.
Yo, say ho! Coming in at number 3, we got this guy who is an absolute G. Honest from a Kami got killed. This nigga built like a pill. Okay, alright. Remind me to never do that again. Anyways, remember earlier in this video when I said there were these characters that were designed to be hated? This is one of those characters.
I'm a wide.
He's a and could care less about anybody else. He's a sadistic maniac who finds pleasure in making people suffer. He also acts like a fun and joyous person in public, but he is anything but that in private, despite his name being Honest. Maybe he was honestly meant to be a despicable person. They did everything they could to make this character as hated as possible, and they succeeded. Even though they didn't succeed with the actual anime itself, but you know, like, they did something, I guess. And if that wasn't enough to make anyone hate him, he's also a cannibal. Not only that, but he also prefers to eat
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 god.
And bro, this anime list is about to turn into like a anime predator expose. Like I already exposed like, what, 3 different characters? Here we have another character that was designed to be hated. This red-haired girl from The Rising of the Shield Hero is hated for many good reasons. I'm sure you've seen a bunch of videos, or maybe not a bunch of videos, but like, if you've seen like basically one other video about, you know, top 10 most hated anime characters, you've definitely seen this girl.
Look like a.
But in case you haven't, I'm gonna explain why I don't like her. Where do I even begin? I mean, I guess I could start from the beginning. I mean, because like, where else would I begin? Am I right? She betrayed Naofumi by stealing all of his money and accused him of the R word. Am I allowed to say that word? I don't know, but like, just be safe, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm talking about though. Anyways, she makes it her destiny to make Naofumi's life as miserable as possible. Lying, cheating, committing fratricide to become the new princess to cause more misery to Naofumi, and much more. The most egregious part is near the end of the show, where Malty was captured and was forced to tell the truth with a slave crest on her chest, meaning that if she lies, she gets shocked. Guess what she does though? You would think that, since she knows what would happen if she lies, she would just tell the truth, right? She lies. She lies. She gets shocked, but continues to lie, insisting that she's telling the truth. Meanwhile, her mom and everybody else who's watching her is just like,
how the fuck you say you real when everything I see is cap?
Then she got executed, except no she didn't, because Naofumi saves her life after she pathetically begs him to. He then changes her name to bitch/slut, and then the show fell off ever since. And also, apparently, she does like a bunch of war stuff and like the light novel. But anybody reading all that? It's already hard enough for me to consistently read manga as it is. Alright, I already mentioned earlier in the video that there's gonna be some dishonorable mentions. So, let's talk about some, shall we? Charlos from One Piece. I mean, he's a celestial dragon, that's already enough of a reason to hate him. And also his head built like a hammer. Yuto from Twin Star Exorcist, he's annoying. And also he's the entire reason why Rokuro seemed like an absolute loser at the beginning of the show. Mineta from My Hero Academia. Now, there have been some people who've been saying, there are some other perverted characters, such as Sanji or Jiraiya, or like, I don't know, Araragi, or like anybody else who's a perverted character that people like. See, the reason why people like those characters, but they hate Mineta, is because those characters, whilst they are perverts, ain't no denying it, they're at least good people when they're not being perverts. They do good things, they're, real vital to the plot. Maybe they would have been better if they weren't perverts, but like, they're still good people. Mineta, on the other hand, can't say the same about him. He's just a pervert. That's basically his whole character. And when he's not a pervert, he's just a coward. Sea Lord from Bakuno. He's basically honest, except not as bad. I don't really know how to expand on that. I just don't like Sea Lord. Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. I used to like this guy, but then I realized that I only liked him when he was asleep. And when he's not asleep, he's the most annoying character in the entire show. Alois from Black Butler 2. He has a bad attitude, abuses his maid because my childhood was very traumatic. Even though CL Phantom Hive's childhood was also traumatic. So, the Orphanage Police from Elfen Lied. The puppy scene. Need I say more? Misa from Death Note. Well, she's a Misa from Death Note. She's annoying. Bro, that scene when she just like exposed all of like Kira's powers, bro, that scene made me physically cringe. Pino from Drop Kick on My Devil X. And I'm saying X specifically because in the first season she was fine, but then in this season, Lier dropped in, and then Pino was like, oh, why should she try to kill me? I should try to kill her first. And like, it just kept on going on for like the whole show. Like, Pino thought that Lier came in to like eliminate her. She was like, oh no, I should probably get her first. And it was funny for a bit, but like it got repetitive like real fast. Does she do not care about you, little bro? Umaru from Himoto Umaru-chan. I mean, she's a spoiled brat when she's at home, and when she's in public, she acts like a nice person. But when she's at home, she makes me want to punch her like a football. Hibari from Senran Kagura. Well, what annoys me about her is the fact that she's like so weak. Like, all the other girls in Hanzo Academy are capable of fighting for themselves. Like, I know this is a school where you can like, learn how to fight and be a shinobi, but like, come on, bro. Why is Hibari so like outmatched by the others? Like, why does she have Yagyu always like protecting her like a white knight? And Griffith from Berserk. I was kind of skeptical on whether or not I should add this guy to this list, since when I first watched Berserk, I was expecting to like absolutely hate this guy's guts. But after finishing it, I didn't end up hating him as much as I thought I would. If I watched Berserk without being spoiled, I would have probably hated this guy a lot. But since I already knew it was going to happen, it didn't really surprise me all that much. But I mean, even if it didn't surprise me, this guy's still a terrible person. Yeah, he got tortured and stuff, but it's his fault he got there in the first place. If only he just accepted the loss that he took from Guts and didn't do the thing to Princess Charlotte, then he would still be a leader of the Band of the Hawk and not have to resort to doing what he did in the Eclipse. So like, I'm not really sure what to feel about this guy. I don't really like him since, he kind of caused his own downfall, but I also kind of feel bad for him. Like, he's going through like depression, but like, that ain't no way to get over it. Alright, all of those guys out of the way, let's talk about the number one least favorite character of mine. Number one goes to Kenneth El Malloy Archibald from Fate Zero. This guy is every type of person that I don't like. He's a teacher, and is the type of teacher to say, "You should have been paying attention," when you ask him to repeat or explain something. During the fight, where everyone was with their servant fighting everybody else, Kenneth's ass was hiding somewhere like a coward while Lancer was out there doing all the fighting. Like, geez, couldn't you have been like a better master and just like been there with him? Oh yeah, about that, this guy's a terrible master. Arguably the worst master in the entire series. I feel so bad for Lancer because Archibald is such a bad person who does not care about him. It also doesn't help that Lancer is my favorite character from the Fate series. Archibald is so selfish and so willing to win under any circumstance to the point where after he had a talk with his dad to get another seal mark, he shot him after getting the seal mark.
会をええ、もちろんですとも。
Apparently, this is because he didn't want anyone else to have a chance to get another seal because, like I said earlier, he's selfish and will do anything to win. That's why I hate this man so much. The worst offender of this by far is when Kiritsugu pulled up to him and was like,
Let's make a deal.
and the deal was that Kiritsugu could not harm Archibald under any circumstance, but the catch is they has to sacrifice his servant, Lancer. Now you would think that this guy has some common sense and decides to refuse this deal, because even if Kiritsugu can't harm him, anybody else can harm him. Like, for example, Berserker or Rider could just come in and just murk his ass. But of course, he didn't think of that. He only thought about himself. He was like, oh, all I have to do to be protected from this man is just sacrifice my servant? Hey, safety first, and agreed to the deal.
貴様らはそんなにも勝ちたいか。場に落ちながらこのディルムットの怒りを思い出せ。
Lancer died, and I was sad. My faith did not have to go like this, man. Lancer deserved better, man. And the worst part is that immediately after this, Archibald gets shot from the distance, rendering his deal worthless, making Archibald look like the complete, selfish dumbass that he is. Good riddance. Man, this video was a long one. Again, these characters don't make the show from they're from any worse. In fact, these characters should stay the way they are for the show to be the way it is. And if anything, the more hateable a character is, the more satisfying their downfall is, and the more engaging a story can be. And also, if characters weren't hateable, then this video wouldn't exist. Anyways, this video was a lot of fun to make. Thank you guys for your time, and it do be kinda late. Alright. It's been fun. Thank you guys for watching. And now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go hit the 2 med.